Hello everyone! Ready to witness some of the funniest and most unbelievable workplace blunders ever caught on camera? Let's go! A plane made an emergency landing on the highway, creating a chaotic and terrifying scene. A bus in transit suddenly had a tire blowout, causing a terrifying and chaotic situation for both the driver and passengers. Military vehicles moving on the road left a thick layer of smoke covering the entire path. A car sped down the road with a deformed and unusual shape. Fortunately, the driver handled the situation quickly and urgently, avoiding a collision and ensuring safety. The car blocked the strong flow of water, forming an effective barrier that kept motorcyclists dry and allowed them to move safely. A construction equipment transport truck collided heavily with an overpass, causing a serious and dangerous accident. A row of sturdy cameras was installed on the traffic light pole to ensure security and effectively monitor traffic.
Whoa. What the f?
A green car crashed into a barrier post, causing severe damage to the post. Fortunately, the driver handled the situation very skillfully, preventing an unfortunate accident. It was surprising and hard to believe when a car got stuck on the median strip between two lanes. If you love our videos, leave a comment with the number 1. If not, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our exciting upcoming content. A deep pothole in the middle of the road caused disruption and discomfort as vehicles passed by, posing a real danger. The man was sitting on a motorcycle, placed behind in the cargo area of a 3-wheeled vehicle. The man was startled and panicked when a racing car sped past him, his heart racing from the shock and excitement. When the axle between the 2 wheels broke, the vehicle still attempted to move on the road. A sudden rainstorm hits while you're driving a convertible? Don't worry, with a raincoat, you can easily get through this situation. Two men are in big trouble as their vehicle is stuck and unable to move. Cars are tightly strapped with ropes on a container truck, moving down the road. Lions surround the vehicle, eagerly waiting for food. Two wheels decided to leave their car in search of true love. A tree fell across the road due to heavy rain and strong winds, and a speeding white car lost control, crashed into the tree, and dragged its branches along. A vehicle collided with an overpass due to its height, causing severe damage. Passengers on the bus performed a kind act by signaling the vehicle behind to back up and stay clear of the dangerous area. As a car was driving on the road during heavy rain and strong winds, a utility pole suddenly fell. during a landslide as earth and rocks tumbled down. No one was injured despite ongoing traffic below. A fish transport truck unexpectedly overturned, spilling thousands of fish all over the road. A truck in transit didn't lower its bed, collided forcefully with an overpass, and flipped over. A vehicle was moving on the highway using only 2 wheels. Fortunately, no serious collision occurred between the 2 large vehicles. A vehicle was fitted with 2 tall and long exhaust pipes reaching towards the sky. A minor collision between 2 vehicles occurred on the road. A car got stuck on the median strip while attempting to switch lanes. A small 3-wheeled vehicle, driven by a man, maneuvered skillfully back and forth. A massive train engine crossed the road, drawing the attention of everyone around. Two men struggled to push the car into the rescue truck, despite their best efforts to resolve the emergency situation. The water pipe bulged, and the man forcefully poked it with an iron rod, causing it to burst, decisively and resolutely resolving the issue. Subscribe to the channel to watch the latest videos. The young man was climbing at a dizzying height when he suddenly slipped. The girl screamed in shock when a man in costume startled her from behind a door, creating an atmosphere full of surprise and horror. startled and frightened to see a giant Komodo dragon crawling out of a drain in the middle of a busy neighborhood. A tree was uprooted and fell on a house, causing severe damage and panic among the nearby people. A surprising moment when a buffalo suddenly rammed into the front of a car, lifting the vehicle and then running away. It's fascinating to watch an excavator demolishing an old house, creating chaos, and transforming the cityscape. A person dressed as a zombie to scare passers-by fell when his strap broke. Luckily, he was not run over by a vehicle. A group of 3 men gently tried to chase away a bear standing in the middle of the road they wanted to pass. A man driving an off-road vehicle on a sand dune suddenly braked when he saw a couple in trouble below the ridge. A man biking through a crack on a cliff face failed and painfully fell down. The man was flying a plane high in the sky when he suddenly dove and crashed into a grassy field, luckily landing successfully. A man using an axe to chop wood was startled when the tree fell, but fortunately, the house was not damaged when the tree fell down. In a moment full of surprise and panic, a kangaroo suddenly jumped across the road, hitting a car and completely damaging the antenna. A baby was startled and fell to the floor when a robot moved, a feeling of surprise and worry in the surrounding space. A girl was engrossed in using her phone, suddenly startled when she saw someone approaching near her car window. A man captured the shocking image of a lightning bolt striking not far from them, truly dangerous. A man was startled when someone outside the door screamed at him, truly humorous. An acrobat performing aerial flips fell to the ground from over 3 meters high, horrifying the audience enjoying the show. Suddenly, a person wearing a mask ran up near the car window, causing the woman to scream and be terrified. Truly horrifying. Waves violently hit someone standing by the pool's edge, creating a dramatic and suspenseful scene in the vast ocean space. The girl, pale and frightened, screamed when someone unexpectedly switched to a horror movie. A person-shaped cake being baked in a pan with an interesting shape and appealing color gradually forming. Someone dropped a fake snake down, causing those below to panic and immediately run away in terror. The child, though very frightened and trembling, did not forget to hit the person in the mask who scared him, both anxious and bravely. The girl, with a startled and panicked expression, couldn't help shivering when the man suddenly shouted. The girl was startled and scared when a hand unexpectedly emerged from behind the car. A group of people suddenly ran in disarray, creating a scene of confusion and disorder. The delivery guy was startled and panicked when he saw the puppet suddenly move, making him feel dizzy and confused. The man screamed in despair when someone in costume stood in a dark room to scare him, causing him to scream and tremble in horror. The girl panicked and ran out of the house when a drawer unexpectedly pulled out after she closed it, terrifying her to the extreme. Two drivers on a sand dune, the one in front encountered a problem, but fortunately he managed to handle it in time. Perhaps this will be a memorable birthday. After he blew out the candles, the fire flared up and then went out amidst surprise and cheers from everyone. The man was startled and trembled when he saw a person in a mask scare him just as he stepped out of the bathroom. Paragliding in the air with smoke trails from the device, then gently and skillfully landing on the ground. A large fire with fierce flames and dense smoke created a scene both magnificent and terrifying. The The two dogs, initially scared and ran away when they saw someone dressed as a dog, but after recognizing their owner, they happily approached. The mother used a face distortion effect to create a terrifying image, causing the baby to be startled and scared. The entire scene in the kitchen was hauntedly destroyed, with items scattered everywhere. A mysterious spiritual force pulled all the cabinet doors out and suddenly pulled out a chair while the man was filming. The girl dressed for Halloween with a truly terrifying and chilling appearance, making anyone who saw her feel a chill. The delivery man was so scared that he jumped onto the roof of a car when a fierce dog chased and growled at him. He had to find every way to avoid the attack. The man was startled and panicked when he heard the horn of someone sitting in a car suddenly sound. He quickly reacted to avoid an unwanted situation. The earth-moving worker with a broken shovel handle, causing temporary work disruption and creating a significant inconvenience. The man poked a large discharge pipe with a stick, and suddenly a stream of black, viscous liquid poured out. The guy proudly showed off money after completing the challenge of pressing his face into freshly poured cement, showing pride and joy when completing the challenge. All the soil poured onto the man's head when agricultural machinery malfunctioned, startling him, and unexpectedly before the unforeseen situation. A large yellow duck-shaped balloon was blocking the middle of the lane.